Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a new year, new month reading, January 2026 monthly overview. I'm using the Arcanum Tarot cards for your main deck, and then I have the Y-Spell Tarot cards for the end when we'll do a little clarification, confirmation, extra card reading. And then I have Mystic Manifesting Oracle cards that we'll use just one card at the end, just to give you one last message. Shuffling up the Arcanum Tarot, letting you know that we have exited the year of the snake and we are entering into the year of the horse. If you know anything about Chinese astrology, those Chinese zodiac signs, those are cool. So if that's something you're interested in, look those up. I highly encourage you. Do a little reflection on the year of the snake that we're leaving and what the year of the horse has for you. So let's get started. Oh, that one definitely sticking out like a sore thumb. Let's clear this deck for the sign of Pisces and bring in exactly what Pisces needs to hear, see, know, feel. I'm using the Celtic Cross Tarot cards, or the Celtic Cross Tarot spread, to go over the month of January. So this is a very general overview, a very big insight. It's like a little sneak peek into the month. Remember, a tarot reader or a tarot card spread reading is never dictating what your life is going to be. You do. Whoa, this was a little bit of a tragedy here. 1 second. And let's try this again. First card I want to look at, and I will be just laying everything down, and then we'll circle back and we'll talk about it in depth. So first card I'm looking for is what energy is leaving. What energy is leaving 2025? What is exiting? What is in the recent past? For the sign of Pisces, King of Swords. And your present position as we enter January, what energy will the sign of Pisces be standing in? What can we give Pisces as their January energy? When January opens up, where will we find a Pisces? Being the Knight of Pentacles. What is challenging that energy for the sign of Pisces? What is a challenge for them in that energy? They're showing up on their horse as the Knight of Pentacles. So what is coming in and challenging that energy? A Knight of Cups. Interesting. Okay. What's on your mind, Pisces? What are you thinking about a lot? What is going on upstairs? What is going on up in your mind a lot? Thinking about it a lot. It's on your mind. The Chariot. Water energy. Major arcana for the sign of Cancer. What about down in the soul, down in the recesses of your being? You might not even be aware that it's there. Sometimes we don't know what's in the cellar until we turn the light on and shine that light on that energy. So what is hiding out in the sign of Pisces? You might not be aware that it's even there. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. There is a lot of people in your life that it's people, or it's this very interesting energy of knights, the queen, the king, the chariot. It's very royalty related. It's regal. There's a lot of big deal energy happening in your future. Speaking of kings and queens, the King of Cups shows up. This is scorpionic energy, so more water energy. You've got the Knight of Cups. You've got the King of Cups. You've got the Chariot up there. You've got a lot of water. This is your future energy, Pisces. So this is King of Cups showing up. Energy for you to embrace as the month of January progresses. What about external energy? It's energy outside of you. It affects you, but it's not you. It's your job, it's your home, it's your family, your kids, can be your neighbors. It's external to you, but it affects you. It has an effect on you. Seven of Swords. Oh dear. Okay, we're going to talk about that. What is your internal energy? How are you feeling overall as the month of January unfolds? Pisces, how are you feeling? What is your internal energy? What's going on inside of a Pisces? Usually a lot. A Pisces is such a deep thinker and feeler. The Magician. Beautiful. This is major arcana for the sign of Gemini. Magician. That's your internal energy. I love that. We're going to have a talk about that. What is your hope and your fear? What is hope and fear of a Pisces in the month of January in the new year 2026? What is going on that they hope and they fear? The Wheel. This is the major arcana for the sign of Sagittarius. The Wheel, ruled by the planet Jupiter. What is your final outcome, Pisces? The final outcome for the sign Pisces. Final outcome energy. Month of January. 10 of Cups. Wow, great. Oh, this is so good. Okay, wow. This is a rich, literally rich and vibrant and lovely. I can't say enough good things about January for you Pisces. So let's dive in. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start at how 2025 exited. What was in your recent past? King of Swords. You speaking your truth, communicating your thoughts, putting your thoughts and your feelings out there, letting people know what your boundaries are, holding your sword of truth right up front and center, giving people the ability to know your boundaries, what they are, how they exist, why they exist, that you won't tolerate disrespect, you won't tolerate A, B, and C. If A, B, and C happens, X, Y, and Z will happen. So there is like a consequences. You were speaking your truth. As the year concluded, as 2025 came to a close, this is you standing in your truth. This is you speaking your mind, communicating your wants, needs, and desires, making sure that if people were going to be in your life, they were going to respect your boundaries and your truth. You weren't going to stand for anything less. The King of Swords masters communication. It's the masculine energy of air, and it represents the sign Aquarius, if Aquarius has any relevance for you. But they're not emotional. They're not caught in the web of emotion. They are very much intellectual, intelligent, speaking wisdom and truth. They keep emotion out of the picture because it's businesslike. It's facts and figures. It's strategies. It's numbers. It is only what we need to know to get the job done. We don't dive into the weeds and get lost in the sauce. We just talk about what do we need to do? Where do we need to be? What time do we start? When is it over? It's just very much planning and procedure. I like to think of like a general of an army. You know, they're all about looking at the picture and how are we going to come in? How long are we going to be there? When is it going to be over? Who's the enemy? What do I need to do? What can I learn about the enemy so that I know how I'm going to maneuver myself? King of Swords. Pisces, you were very much in your mind, in your headspace as the year 2025 concluded. And we jump in to the year 2026, The month of January showing Pisces on their horse as the Knight of Pentacles, leaving the King of Swords in the very recent past, showing up now as the Knight of Pentacles on a mission for their physical reality. What do we need to do as a Pisces to gain our kingdom physically? Our money, our health, our wealth, our time, our effort. What do we need to do to establish that? Right now, there is just the mission going on. This knight holding the pentacle close to their chest. So think of this as like your pocketbook. Think of this as your health. You're on a mission to accomplish something. Know something though. As you begin the month of January as the Knight of Pentacles, you aren't about quick fixes. You aren't about get rich quick schemes. You're not trying to lose 20 pounds in 20 days. You're not about that. You're about, I'm going to take the time it needs to take to get the job done. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the entire deck. They aren't about quick. It's about thorough. It's about a good job. I'm not here to race through and finish quickly. I'm about doing a good job. I'm going to make sure that if we're signing contracts, if we're going over a mortgage, if we're looking at a new health club to join, I'm going to read the fine print. I'm going to notice all the disclaimers. I'm going to make sure that when I sign my name to something, that I understand what that means for me. That if I'm contractually obligated somewhere, I understand what that means for me and for them. I'm all about the long haul. If I'm signing for a 30-year mortgage, I understand that it's going to take a long time to get from point A to point B, and I'm fine with that. So here you are showing up like, I don't care how long it takes, but I want to do a good job and I'm all about it. What's challenging you is the Knight of Cups, another knight on a different mission. This knight's mission is the heart, the cup, the emotions, how you feel about something. The Knight of Cups is romantic. They are Mr. Lova Lova or Mrs. Lova Lova. They're here to knock your socks off. They're here to, oh, you like red wine? Oh, you like steak dinners? Oh, candlelight? Oh, can I give you a massage? Do you like this kind of music? The Knight of Cups knows you, knows about you, figures you out. You are their mission. The Knight of Cups is on a mission to love, to extend their cup of love to another. They want to receive the cup from the other person and give theirs in return. The Knight of Cups, again, mounted on their steed. They are steadfast, looking forward towards going to fall in love. Look at and see why that is challenging, this slow moving night of the physical reality, because here we are trying to focus on our goals, on our dreams, on our physical world, and along comes Mr. or Mrs. Lova Lova trying to get you off course is what it feels like to me. It's like I'm trying to stay fixed on my goals, on my dreams. I want to buy a house. I want to purchase a new plot of land to build a house. And here comes this romance person who shows up on their white horse, like a romance Harlequin novel, and they are like getting you off track. So it's like it's a divergence in the mission. And I think that is posing a little bit of a conflict, not a bad one, not a terrible thing by any means. It's just that it's going to require you, Pisces, to really hammer down. Okay, today I'm fixed on my goals, on my dreams, on my physical realities. Tomorrow or on the weekend, I can be all about love and romance and all of that. But today, maybe Monday through Friday, I'm focused on my job, and on the weekends, I can be focused on love, that kind of thing. There might have to be like, we've got to just work out a schedule for I need to be focused on my physical reality first and foremost, and then love is going to come in secondarily. I don't know if that makes any sense for you, but that's kind of the message that's coming through. On your mind is the Chariot. What you're focused on, what you're fixated on, what you're thinking about all the time. Major arcana for the sign of Cancer. So it could be a Cancer on your mind, or it is you wanting to move ahead on your goals and your dreams and your wishes and your desires. The Chariot is an action taker. The Chariot is a go forward person. The Chariot is very much in charge of their momentum. So if you're not seeing any traction in your goals and your dreams, it's because you're not in charge of the vehicle that you're taking to get there. So notice that you've got the two horses from the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups here in the Chariot. So it's love and physical reality at the lead, hooked up to the Chariot here. So what's also interesting is the duality that's present here with the light horse and the dark horse. So it's almost like we've got two roads that we can take, the good or the bad, the light and the dark. We can go left or we can go right. So how you go is dependent on you. And I love that this charioteer is holding their magic wand because they believe in their direction. They believe in going forward. The Chariot is always yes energy. So on your mind, if you've been asking big questions like, should I take that job? Should I move to that new place? Yes. Go forward. Attain your dreams. Get what you want. Achieve your desires and be victorious in that. Down in the bottom of the recesses of your being, what you might not be giving a lot of time and attention to is Queen of Pentacles. Very much in charge of their physical reality. The Queen of Pentacles is a step above the Knight of Pentacles, where the Knight of Pentacles is on a mission to achieve something in their physical reality with their pentacle. The Queen of Pentacles has that. They've achieved it. Mission accomplished. However, the Queen of Pentacles is the internal energy, the feminine energy, the introspective energy of what they have achieved. So they know and they're confident of their ability to acquire possessions. They do have a kingdom. They do have possessions. They have homes. They've got money in abundance. They are very abundant, successful. The Queen of Pentacles, also interesting about her, and male or female, it's just I'm looking at the female version on this card. The interesting dynamic about this queen, they're usually depicted as single, entrepreneurial, very much in charge of their physical reality. They are in charge of that. They know that they've got XYZ in the bank. They know that they have XYZ as their property. They know that their investments equal up to this or that. They know that their time, what they can spend with their free time in the world is this. They know exactly what they have to offer. They know exactly what they expect to be given to them so that they can continue to give out. So it's taking from Peter to pay Paul, but they own Peter and they own Paul. They've got everything they need to exist in their physical reality, and they have that in abundance. It's also very nurturing energy, very motherly energy, very caretaking, so generous, definitely would be willing to give you whatever you need to get you started in the world. So paying for your college education, making sure that you have the roof over your head and the clothes on your back and the bed that you sleep in. This Queen of Pentacles is going to take care of you. As you move into the future, your energy as you move ahead is King of Cups. So we're back into that emotional, and once again, the Knight of Cups is a couple of steps below the King. The King is the maturity achieved. The Knight is on that mission for love. The King of Cups has that. They've got that love. They've got their emotions in check, dialed in. They've got their self-love. Their cup is overflowingly full. In fact, it looks like it's sloshing out of the cup because they have everything they need to exist, and they feel so calm, so cool, so collected, very much the master of their heart, of their emotions, of their feelings. So as you progress into January, not only are you mastering your physical reality, but you're also mastering your emotional reality, your emotional bandwidth, what you have the time and the effort and the attention for. So remember how the month started with you on a mission to get your physical reality lined up, and conflicting or challenging you was the Knight of Cups, that emotional, I'm on a mission to go get love or give love. Well, here you are mastering both of those elements, your physical reality as the Queen of Pentacles, and then moving into the mastery of your emotions with the King of Cups. In your external energy, and it's an energy that affects you. It's not you, but it's a person, place, or thing outside of you. It could be your job, it could be someone in your family, it could be someone in your friend group, it could be someone in your neighborhood, but it is a sneaky, gossipy, liar, cheater, stealer. They don't mind making everything, the waters muddy. And they're trying to gain influence over how people think. It's Seven of Swords. It's sneaky, deception, lying, cheating, stealing. The Seven of Swords is ugly, negative, dark energy. So all I'm going to say about this being here in your external energy is be aware. Watch out. I'm not saying be afraid. I'm saying be aware. Keep your eyes open. Notice what you notice. Feel what you feel. You are in so authoritative energy in your main part of your reading. I'm not worried about you falling for the tricks of the Seven of Swords, but I just think that it would be wise to encourage you to be aware, alert, and observing your environment at all times. The Seven of Swords is sneaking around, trying to gain favor or skew the narrative of people around you. So just pay attention. You'll know if this is in your world, if this is your reading, you'll know who they are. Your internal influence, your internal energy is the Magician. This is you. Card number 1, the Magician, is major arcana for the sign of Gemini. This is a master manifester. This Magician, as you, Pisces, understanding and knowing how to manipulate, not in a negative way, manipulate the elements to work in your favor. Putting your desires, your manifestations out into the universe, out to God's spirit, whatever you call that benevolent source in the world around you that loves you, that takes care of you. It's you putting your desires out and manifesting those. So achieving success in your career, owning property, having great family, loving, kind relationships around you, supporting you. Those are things to manifest. You've got your swords, your communication, your truth, your cups, your love, your heart. You've got your pentacles, your physical reality, how you work your way in the world. And you have your wands, your magic wand, your fire, your drive, your inspirations, your passions. All the elements are present on your table. You are manifesting, and it is finger to the heavens as above, and usually depicted with a finger to the earth. As above, so below, and you're creating your reality, manifesting this beautiful, the name is escaping me, a lemniscate. Lemniscate is that geometrical figure 8 above this magician's head, and that is universal energy. You're calling it in from the heavens. You're also, that we see the medical symbol here that has a name too, and it is escaping me. If you know that name, please share it in the comments. But it is just the energy of healing. It's healing energy. So you're just creating this beautiful atmosphere for yourself. Your internal energy is so magical that you believe in what you're asking for. You know that you have the right to ask. You believe that you are worthy of it, and you achieve what you're asking for. The Magician and the Chariot, those two major arcanas, wow, wow, wow. Go for it, Pisces. And your hopes and your fears, the wheel. This is the karmic wheel. This is the wheel of fortune. This is abundance. This is ruled by the planet Jupiter. This is abundance, good luck, fortune, money. It is just whatever you've put out into the world coming back. It's the wheel of fortune. It's always turning. It's the karmic wheel. So what we've put out into the world, we could be bringing forward into the world. So we need to be very mindful how we operate out in our existence. The wheel of fortune is showing up in your hopes and your fears. So hoping for fortune, hoping for good karma, also fearing that maybe there could be bad karma. Maybe we aren't going to get rich. Maybe we aren't going to have a fortune, etc. So the wheel, major arcana for the sign of Sagittarius, showing up here, Pisces, in your hopes and your fears. You are going to decide how that applies for you in the month of January. And as we come to a conclusion in the month of January for the sign of Pisces, the 10 of Cups. This is happiness, joy, your dreams coming true, your wishes being fulfilled, your family, your money, your emotional heart space is overflowing. We've got the rainbow pictured here, and the rainbow is always that promise from God that, destruction will not happen again because I love you and I'm blessing you and I'm filling all of your cups up because I want you to feel contented. So fulfillment, contentment, Pisces, absolutely beautiful. Being so blessed as a final outcome for the month of January. That is absolutely awesome. I'm going to finish with the Wise Spell Tarot, giving you those 3 extra cards just from a different deck. Let's see if we can pull out any last little tidbit of energy to share with you, Pisces, for the month of January in the new year 2026. Awesome. January 2026 for Pisces. What is the last 3 messages we can share? Maybe confirming what we've already talked about. Page of Swords, 5 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Excellent. So, strong indication of messages coming your way in the way of communication, in the way of someone looking into you, someone finding out about you, someone learning about who you are and what you stand for and what you're about. It could be somebody, if you're looking for a job, they're looking into your resume, they're looking you up on Indeed or what other kind of professional sources that there are out there. someone is looking into you, or you're looking into someone or something. Then another message of a physical opportunity. I'm really getting that this is a job. I really feel that if you've been putting your resumes out into the world, someone is looking into you, Page of Swords, and then a message of a job offer or an opportunity to come interview is on the table. What I want you to be mindful of, just a little bit of a warning, be mindful of the way that you're thinking about this. This really feels like a job opportunity. Be mindful of the way that you're thinking. If you are turned down 3 times, just know that that's not every time. And this is a person that's fixated and focused on what they've lost versus what they have. So please remember, it's always best to find a job when we still have one. And so if you've still got a job, hallelujah. If you're looking for a job and you're not getting one just yet, it's not over until it's over. So just remember to keep your chin up, to hold your head high, to keep putting things out there, to keep trying. Page of Pentacles, that confirmation, a message of a new opportunity. I always think Page of Pentacles is a new job offer. So Pisces, if that's what you're here for, that is what's absolutely showing up there. Remember, if this is not your reading, if these every single portion of this reading doesn't fit, don't make it fit. One last message for the sign of Pisces for the month of January in the way of an oracle card. We have universal design. See yourself as part of a sacred web, giving life to your dream. Your affirmation for the month of January: I collaborate with spirit. Universal design. I collaborate with spirit. Pisces, it was a pleasure to do your reading for the month of January. If you resonated with this reading at all in any shape or form, please remember to like, follow, share, subscribe. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and it's Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to do your reading. Be well, be blessed. Namaste.